What's going on, people, on the Monday? Just had some thoughts to share. Something real quick, you know, within the whole climate of everything. Hearing this whole, what about black on black crime? Remember all that stuff people talk about. But I'm like looking at you sideways because you're only asking about black on black crime when somebody complains about racial injustice. A murder is a murder, right? I'm not sure if you using that to show that you are concerned about Black Death, period, but it's not a good look. Um, and then it's even more side eye worthy when you're not from here and you're repeating what white conservatives say. How often do you see white conservatives go into the paint on the behalf on black people or quote unquote black on black crime? But you're going to repeat what they say in black spaces? That's not a good look. Like, okay, if you are concerned about the whole black on black crime, why don't you say it just off a humbug? Why don't you address these things? Why don't you find different organizations like the Nation or the Hebrew Israelites or the Morris Science Temple Brothers or some of the churches and things like that? They are always addressing black on black crime every week, almost every day. How come you don't join in with those people if you're really concerned? You're only waiting until groups start protesting. And just a disclaimer, um, the whole Black Lives Matter, that's not a black organization. So stop trying to pin that on black people. Stop trying to make them the representatives of black struggles. Okay? Because you're, when you're shooting at people, you're shooting at innocent people, when it comes to those criticisms. Because we already know the whole BLM does not care about black males, black families. You know, they're only waiting for somebody to, excuse the cough, they're only waiting for somebody to get killed just to come out with picket signs. And you already know they're not black funded. So stop trying to use them to be the face of us. So when you're making those criticisms, try to make a distinction between that. Okay? They're used as a dog whistle to white conservatives. It's not a no-brainer. So I just get tired of hearing that a little bit because you already know the difference between people that are genuine and then people that are just trying to make some noise. So that's my thought on that. I think I covered it all. But again, that whole Chicago thing, you got to come up with something better than that. It's an old talking point. It's a giveaway. What you're doing is parroting. Chicago is not the main place where they're having black on black crime. Let's just say that. So you got to do your research and just stop waiting until we all getting killed or whatever, and then you're gonna throw that up. So I'm just curious when you say that in the middle of a whole bunch of black folks complaining about it. So let me read the script. Are we supposed to say, yeah, you're right. Since there's black on black crime, I should not complain about white folks killing us. That's a good point. I should even complain. I'm glad you told me that. Is that the way it's supposed to go? So, think about that. There's some people that are really out there in the paint, including myself in some aspects. We're doing things about black on black crime. It's just not on the news. It's not that much on YouTube. Sometimes you don't want to show yourself doing that kind of stuff. There's certain things you got to do behind the scenes to address black on black crime. We don't have to be on posters and in magazines saying, "Newsflash, such and such has really solved the black on black crime issue. Ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. So this is not a shot at anybody. This is just some of my criticisms that I have with people when they are using these talking points. If you really care, I'm just saying, if you really care and concerned, try to find another delivery to address that. Don't always just wait until black folks start complaining about social injustice and racial killings and stuff like that. Okay, because it doesn't make you look good. Okay, and one last thing, if you're going to do that whole, if I mean, the whole problem with the black on black crime thing is that you it's almost like you resent somebody complaining about other non-black folks joining in on killing black people, because that's what it really is. And you're looking at Asians, whites, Latinos. They got brown on brown, white on white, Asian on Asian. They kill each other too, just like we do. So we're just, we're trying to solve this stuff here. Ain't nobody innocent in this kind of stuff when it comes to killings and stuff like that. And I forgot to mention too, the whole, when we dealing with black folks killing black folks, they get arrested for the most part. They go under the jail. They get they're part of the system. Those black folks killing black folks, they did not take an oath to uphold the law. Okay, they're not looking at a high regard. They're not writing you tickets and all that kind of stuff. So no, you can't compare that. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to 7 minutes. All right, you guys, y'all take care. This is Art New Style signing off. Peace.